What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Earth 2 FlashCraft. I thought I'd do a quick live stream here because I've been researching and doing some stuff and on how to edit your world. So I am back on Earth 2, like default Earth 2. All the buildings are here. You know, everything is done. And I'm in creative mode, which is very rare for me. I'm on my local copy. Bo sent us all a copy of Earth 2 before, he shut it down and put us on the Nightmare Realm. So I do love the fact that you see so much further and everything when you're away from the realms. But in any event, so this is, as you can see, Earth 2 is here, and everything's the way it should be. So, but what I want to do today is, I do want to set up basically resetting the world. So I love Central City. I think what we did here is incredible, and there's so many good resources. And to be quite honest, I love the X Mansion. So I really want to keep it. And so I run a realm for my son, his friends, and my patrons. And so I've kind of decided that, at least for a little while, maybe until, oh boy, let's break that, shall we? I don't want to go through it again. At least until we get through, to real 1.118. I wanted to set up and play around in this, but on my realm, in case anybody else wanted to. So my patrons for the Planestalkers podcast can, they get the chance to kind of, come on, run, will you? Oh, I'm not running. That's right. I'm not wearing soul speed. Our patrons get a chance to kind of be a part of my realm. So, and I've got a few takers. Nobody's really logged in a while, so I felt okay, changing it up. And if somebody has a problem, I can get them back their stuff. But basically what I want to do is this. I want to keep this base. I love this base. I love this base so much. There's so many good things. I also want to keep the village that's over there. But everything else can go. I don't want people to be able to get Bo's base and Foxy's, especially Kyle and Belle's base. I don't think that's fair or right. So what I want to do is I wanted to prune the world. So what I'm going to do is I've gone ahead and already found all of the coordinates I need. And we're going to use a couple of tools here to basically prune this world, to make it so that this world stays, but everything else goes. So there are a few things you're going to want to do with this. So first of all, the biggest thing you want to do is make sure that you have a good backup of the world you're changing. And I do. I already have this world backed up, but as you can see, Season 2 Final, since I already have the download file and I haven't really altered this, I know I'm good. So what I'm going to do is you want to make sure you're closed out of everything. You're going to want to download two programs. One of them is called Amulet, and I think that's in my D folder. Yep. So one of them's called Amulet, and one of them is called MC Toolbox PE, or MCC Toolchest PE. So the first thing we're going to do is run Amulet. So Amulet is a free open source program that is used to basically allow you to alter a map. So you could do a lot more than what I'm doing with it, but basically what I'm going to do right now is just run it to prune the world except the X Mansion and Central City. I want to keep those two areas. Everything else can go. So, did it run? Or is it Windows 11 saying, I'm protecting you. Don't you want me to protect you? All right, let's try this again. Let's shut down protection. Never do this, but I'm wondering if my antivirus is catching it. Because again, I am also running Windows 11. This has been running pretty good on Windows 10. I was testing it earlier. Let's run it as administrator and see if that works. Oh. There we go. All right, so this is how the program works. So we're going to open the world. I have many worlds in here that I want to mess with, but this is the one I'm going to do right now. It is how's Windows 11 when it comes to desktop icons? Looks like it's stay, or do you got to re-add them? I re-added mine. Actually, I just upgraded mine. So let's do Season 2 Earth 2 Final. So the world's going to open up. And again, make sure you're out of Minecraft. That is key, okay? You're screwing with the database is what we're doing here. So we got to give it a second, and then it'll open up. What are you trimming? The Earth 2 world that I was using with FlashCraft. I'm going to put it in for my patrons as the new world, but I want to make sure that their bases, other people's bases are gone. I'm keeping one base just as an example, but then I'll trim Bose later. I'm keeping Bose because this is close to Central City, but I want to kind of show how this works. So, all right, so as you see, when it opens up, it kind of opens up, like this will take a whole bunch of resources here. It's opening up to where I was standing. Now, I don't need that. So, and it opens up with chunks. Now, first of all, this program's really great for chunk identification. If you want to try to identify where your chunk borders are, this works. What I have found best to do is this. I know the chords I need. I wrote them down in a notepad right here. All right, and I'm just going to use them. So what you do is you select a box here, and it says, oh, -1, -1. Nope, I'm going to go right in here and just do 10, 11, 9Y, and 769Z. That's out near Central City. And then 3350, 100, -381. All right, so what that does is that is selected everything between Central City and me, my base, as well as a little bit extra. All right, so those are currently selected. Then I'm going to go down here to this amulet, and I'm going to say delete the unselected chunks. And don't worry about backing it up. I've already backed up the map. The backup takes forever. That's if you want to undo it, which I'm not going to undo. So, again, if I screw it up, I'm just going to put the map back. So, and then the 3 steps we're going to do here is we're going to do this first. Okay. I'm going to also trim the end because we can never find... Well, I can do that later. The really great thing about this is it will also do the end and the nether if you want it to. Now, it gets a little crazy with portals. I'm going to have to go in, and I'll show you that in MCT Toolbox. I'm basically going to undo all my portals because there are going to be portals that are hooked up that no longer exist. Problem is, if you go through a portal in the nether, or you go through a portal on Overworld, and it links up to a portal that's in the nether that's no longer there, you could fall into lava and die. So that's bad. You don't want to do that. All right, so this is already done. So I'm going to say save the world. That takes what time it takes. And then when that's done, what we'll do is we'll go back in, and you'll see that my world is okay, but the rest of the world will not be. It'll be empty and fresh and new. It'll reload and everything. And then we'll go through how to update this for 118, which is going to change everything around Central City and around my base, a lot more mountains, etc. And then we'll show you how to finally turn, because I don't want to stay in creative. I like playing in survival. I'm in creative right now just because it's easier to, stream and stuff. But when I get done with this, we'll use the MCC tool chest, and I'll show you guys how to make it so that you're not in creative mode, et cetera, and you can still get achievements back. Because that's kind of the key. Well, we lost achievements on FlashCraft during Season 2 because Bo Bo accidentally enabled creative for like an hour, and then I caught it because I'm like, wait a second, I walked through a portal and wait, we're in creative. So it was everything I could do not to go shopping while we were in creative. But anyway, I let Bo know. Bo got us back into survival, but then we lost achievements, which allowed us to get 1 bed sleep. So the reason I want to show you this is 1 bed sleep, man. If you're playing on a realm, first of all, how Mojang or Microsoft has not enabled this as a as a feature of something, we can choose to do is beyond me. So I can enable one bed sleep, which then says we're turning off achievements because you're putting a behavior pack on. So you enable one bed sleep, use the MCC tool chest to then say that we've never been in creative, and you get one bed sleep with creative. With survival and with achievements. So that's key if you're playing on a server where there's, like, he didn't re-enable one bed sleep on Nightmare, and we're having a bitch of a time as far as we're all trying to get our bases done, but we're all also staying up all night, so you're getting phantoms and stuff. So, yeah, not fun, not something you want to do too much of, and somewhat annoying if I'm being honest. So, one bed sleep, big fan. So we're still trimming. This is just basically saving the world. And here's the thing, guys. How Minecraft works is, to get a... If you like, I'll go ahead and use my geek voice for this. So when you're playing Minecraft, really, everything is stored in a database. Okay? And so in that database is all of the records saying what's where and what block is where and on this coordinate. So what the Amulet does... Okay, I can't do that too long. What Amulet does is it goes into the database and basically removes those records. So that when I load up that chunk now, the database is going to say, there's nothing here, let me give you something random. So everything that was there is gone. Useful for certain things. I've told Bo I really think that on Earth 3, we should set it up so that we can't live more than, 3,000 away from spawn or 0, wherever that is. So 3,000 X, 3,000 Z. Any place else, we're going to reserve the right to do what we're doing now, because what's really great about this is that when 1.18 hits, it basically can reset everything so that, I'm able to get diamonds again. Or, hey, we've mined all the diamonds everywhere. We're all having to go way the hell out, which only makes your database larger, by the way. So being able to trim your world every now and then, especially one that you want to play on that's multiplayer for any period of time, very good thing to do. So that's the reason you do this. This Amulet program is pretty good. I discovered it a few days ago. It's been running really well for me. So let's get back into the game, because I think you guys should see what's happening. So I've now trimmed the world, okay? So I'm going to stay in creative. We're not going to use MCC tool chest just yet. I'm going to show you guys kind of how things worked. So, all right, let's go into Season 2, Earth 2 Final. So it'll probably take a second to build terrain. Oh, no, because, yeah, I'm in the middle of the... All right, cool. So as you can see, all my stuff is still here, okay? Everything's here. My village over there is here. All my stuff is here. So, yay, yippee-skippy, yahooey. This is awesome. My house is still here. That's the big thing. Like, if I lost my house, I would have been mad. All right. So, because all my villagers are down there. That's where my my villager farm is. Let's just go ahead and we're going to cheat a little bit here. Let's go to... I think that's around Central City. So... Let's go to Central City. Okay, it's not Central City. This is Bo's base. Now, I kept Bo's base here because I really wanted it as an example. I'm going to trim this in a second. Oh, man, I love it. So, as you can see, Central City is still alive. Bo's base is here. But off to the horizon here, off to the right, there was another base. Foxy's base, which is here. I can show you. The reason I chose to keep Bo's base was he had railroad tracks going all the way to Foxy, and now it's gone. So all of this is new. Any diamonds that were here or anything else is going to regenerate and respawn. See, there's a broken portal there. All this happened because I trimmed the database. So that's kind of cool. And now what we're going to do is I will show you guys how to basically reset everything. So I don't want to load anything else up. I don't want any more chunks to happen. All right, so let's go back in. All right, so now I'm at the... Oh, wait, you know what? If I am going to do this, then let's do this right. If I'm going to use the MCC toolkit, we're going to do it one time. So, okay. Yay. Let's fall. Poof. All right. Now, you gotta set your... Now, if you're ever going from creative to... or survival, or you're going to disable cheats or anything like that, you need to make sure that you do a few things. Get yourself out of creative before you disable cheats. That's also very, very important. All right. And then what you're going to do is... all right, so I'm going to start up this program here, this MCC tool chest. All right, which is a really great program. So it's useful for any number of reasons, including, but not limited to, resetting your world. So you have to get the PE version. Now, this has been depreciated. Okay, this isn't being developed anymore. I don't know if it'll work with 118, but it is really the best way to do things now. When I open this up, this is a nice, easy thing to do. When I open this up, it's going to allow me to make some changes. So I come in here, and I'm looking for 3 different things, okay? Commands enabled. Is cheating mode on, or creative mode? Yes. We're going to set that to 0. 1 is yes, 0 is no. Then I go down to has been loaded in creative. 0. Then I'm going to come to, now this is something Bo did on his. I hate this because I like the no pumpkin blur. So I also hit this to 0 for texture packs required. That allows me to be able to change the texture pack, which is what pumpkin blur is. So likewise, I can go in here and erase all of my portals, which I will do at some point once I get everything minimized, because you need to do that. Now, maps, these are interesting. You can't delete these, but I need to figure out how to get rid of them, because believe it or not, that's just a bunch of data I don't need. But in any event, so what I did was all that stuff. I changed all the level.dat here and saved it. So now I will exit. Okay. And go back into Minecraft. Change my shot. There we go. So by doing what I just did, okay, I have made it so that my world now can get achievements. All right, cheating mode is not enabled. All right, so we're good here. Now, it doesn't have the behavior pack yet. I have to apply the behavior pack. So I need the 2.2.0. There's a later one, but I'll put this one on. Now it's going to say achievements are only available. Doesn't matter. So I'm going to go out of here, go back in. Let's go into the world. I won't get achievements yet, mind you. But I'm doing this so that it loads up and says, hey, you don't get achievements there, Mohambi. What are you doing? Because I'm going to show you why it's important to do this. See, achievements cannot be earned. So now I have to exit out of this. Open MCC tool chest again. Go to File, Open, Season 2. And you're going to see here again in that area that we were looking at, it's going to say has been loaded in Creative 1. Oh, I'm still in Minecraft. We don't want to screw with that. That's called database corruption. Okay, so if you look down here, commands enabled, still 0. However, has been loaded, 1. Change that to a 0. And save it again. Now, that should be loaded. One Bed Sleep should now be loaded as a behavior pack. However, I will still be able, as you can see, the top here does not say I don't get achievements. If I go down here to behavior packs, it is loaded. That is what you want. Now, if I was going to, you would put this on the realm. All right, I would upload this into the realm and do that, but I want to do one last step. You guys remember what the world looked like when I went into it, okay? Now, let's have some fun. All right, let's turn on Caves and Cliffs. It's going to make a copy of the world. Now, this copy should also have the behavior pack. It does. Okay? The game still is able to get this. I'm gonna change the name of this to Earth to Final 1.18. Okay, and I go down here, and friendly fire respawn. Caves and Cliff Design. I might as well turn everything else because it's just fun. No cheats. Still, everything is the way it's supposed to be. All right, now I will log in because the world's going to totally be different now. So, kind of excited for this. Anything that was loaded previously before I did the 1.18 is going to be exactly what it was, okay? So I will have to go out a little bit. But let's go to the other side of the world here. We'll head east. Yeah, this is all part of what was still saved. But if I go here, check this out. This was never a snowy forest biome. This was all desert. And now there's a mountain. So it changed. So by trimming the world, I was also able to generate new terrain. Now it is taking a while for the database to do it because I mean it's creating a whole bunch of new stuff. But this is all getting written into the database as this biome. So let's go back to my base and see how different it is. Yeah, like this was all desert. This out here was all desert, and now it's a forest. So it does change things that were not loaded beforehand. Oh, like check this out. Yeah, so Keystone City, prime example. That was a full wall there. So wait a second. Is that still? Yeah, okay, good. That's still there. The XP farm. All right, so see, Central City is secure. It's still set up to run, but everything else is destroyed. Come on, get in there, get in there. There you go. We'll go through the nether here. So I am now in survival mode Minecraft. Okay, completely set up appropriately with everything that I wanted to save. Now I'll trim this part of the nether too. Basically, I'm going to leave just my portal there. Oh my god, I'm running without soul sand. Soul speed. Yeah, this is fun. I forgot. I should have put soul soil down here. I will while away the hours. And I don't have any food because, of course, I don't have any. Like, this is set up for my thing. So, this is set up for when we did our whole moving to this new server. I'm just going to go see if I have any in here inside the piglin farm. Boots, boots, boots. No boots? You gotta be kidding me. Do I have gold by any chance? See if I can get this bad boy to trade me. Yes, okay. Take a second here. Be looking for boots. Come on, drop some boots, dude. What's wrong with you? Boots. 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 Wait, did I see boots? Nope. Cheapers. No boot. Oh, wait, there are some boots in there. Okay. So we just have to wait until it kind of filters in. So we can take a second here. By the time I get there, I'll hit the soul soil. So. Alright. Let's just hope there's no piglins out here because they get very upset when I use that. This is fun. Yeah. Soul speed. Need soul speed. Hopefully he's not coming after me. Okay, good. Well, we're almost to the soul soil. So, we'll get out to my base, and then... There we go. Soul soil, soul soil. Yay! Oh, but now I'm hungry. Do I have any food in this thing? If not, I'll get some from my villager farm here. That cooked? Raw. Cooked? Cooked. There we go. All right, so this will be the final thing we do. I want to show you guys like what the world looks like once you trim it. So I've trimmed it. Now I've made it 1.18. So, and this is all going to get uploaded into my Minecraft server, my realm, for the patrons and for my son and his friends. So, and they don't mind. They don't really play all that much. It's more for me. So, okay, so everything's good here. Base is good. Everything's solid. Let's get some sleep. So, go to my little secret button entrance here. Yahoo! Alright, so let's go up here. Alright, so as you could see before, my world is good. This stuff was all generated before I left because of where I respawned in. But let's go further out. Nope, look at this. Okay, you can even see it right here. This mountain was not here. So 1.18 is kind of regened because I went ahead and trimmed first, didn't load a chunk before I said 1.18, and now it's generated new biome. So, ooh, including a broken portal. Hey, that wasn't there before. But probably, I imagine my terracotta is gone. Yeah. My terracotta biome's gone. That sucks. That's a loss. I'm going to have to find a new terracotta biome. Over here was where my terracotta used to be. So, yeah, as you guys can see here. Oh, is this a deep cave? No. So, as you can see, the 1.18 has spawned into here because I went ahead and trimmed the biome first and then, you know, put myself into the experimental mode. So, yippee and skippy. Now let's go just check and make sure my village is still here because that was really the point of this was I've been doing this on my laptop upstairs a few times. And I always found, like, little mistakes I made. Like, one day I just didn't, oh, wow, this has that's the problem. This has the new elytra. I'm like, why am I going so slow? But that's the way the elytra works. Okay, good. My village is still here. Most of my village. It doesn't have, yeah, a bit of my village got cut off, but I can live with that. This is where I come to get raids and stuff, but none of these mountains were here. None of these mountains were here. So this is cool. And did my villager farm survive? Yep, my farm survived. There's my iron farm. So all of my farms are still alive. So when I put this up on the realm for my patrons and my kid, I have a pretty good head start. I'm really just proud of this. Like, that does look like the X-Men's mansion, you know, comic book wise. I'm still just damn proud of this. So I didn't want to let this just go away. I was really happy with it. So, yeah. So I've done it. So that's it. That's what you have to do. So again, Amulet and MCC tool chest PE are the two things you want to use. Use them well, use them right, and everything goes good. So with that, I'm going to hop out. And I hope you guys are good. I will be probably streaming some more this weekend because I'll be back into the Nightfall Earth. I will find a way to black out my... because I do want to show you guys my two bases I've created. I have a secret vault now. Because, again, the FlashCrafters are coming to take everything away. So what I did was, and I can show you this a little bit, because you guys have been in my vault. So, the vault in the mansion. I knew that come Saturday morning, all bets are off. Everything's legal. So, yeah, I've always had this vault. I always hit it. Now, nobody would come here and steal anything. That's been kind of the rule. So, what I ended up doing was creating a bunch of hoppers. And I went basically downstairs underneath the vault here. And I killed the wood underneath those, put hoppers down, and shulkers. And basically would shulk and took everything out of this vault, everything out of the villager vault, and take it to my new hidden vault and reorganized it. I'm pretty proud of it. That's what I mean. I'm sure I'll be doing a server or a stream from there at some point because all of this is gone. So nothing is here. And in fact, I'm probably going to trap this room. So many people know about this vault that if I somehow manage to get my hand on the netherite throne, I want to make it so that they flip the switch, go in here, and for somehow drops lava on them or something. I got to figure something out. But that's going to do it for me here. So if you're a patron playing on the Minecraft server, let me know. If you're a patron watching this and you want to, let me know. Hell, if you're anybody watching this and you want to, let me know. Otherwise, I will catch you guys on the flip. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye now.